Kawagoe has a lot of historical significance and it is a perfect blend of natural beauty and Japanese heritage. Kawagoe is also known as ko-edo in Japan, which means Little Edo. This small town has impeccably preserved the history of Edo period, for which when you come here you may feel that you have gone back to the old days by time travel. Kawagoe is in Saitama Prefecture, just 35 minutes from Tokyo's Ikebukuro station. Here, one thing I would like to inform that you can buy a Kawagoe discount pass from Ikebukuro station, which will greatly reduce your travel cost. Now, let's take a look at why this city is so famous. This will be our route map. We will gradually visit Nakain, Kitain, Narita-san, Hikawa Shrine, Bell Tower, Penny Candy Alley, Kurazukuri Street, and finally we will return to the station. Number 1. Nakain Temple. Our very first destination is Nakain Temple, which was made by famous religious leader Jikaku Daishin during the Heian period. The green garden area in the temple premises changes its color with the season and gives a great peace of mind to the visitors. Especially in the spring, the beauty of this garden is multiplied because of blooming cherry blossoms. Apart from this temple is also famous for Kawagoe tea and Sayama tea. It is said that from the time of the temple was built, Enin brought tea leaves to this temple compound and cultivated them as medicine. During that time, there was a tea garden inside this compound. Number 2. Kitain Temple. Kitain is one of the most beautiful and historically important temples in Kawagoe. Built 1200 years ago, it is the main temple of the Tendai sect in the Kanto region. However, under the priesthood of Tenkai, in the early 17th century, the temple gained much popularity. Unfortunately, a fire destroyed most of the temple in 1838, but the third Tokugawa shogun Iemitsu ordered the relocation of several palace buildings from Edo Castle to Kawagoe to help rebuild the temple. Currently, 500 statues of Rakan of the Kitain Temple become very popular among tourists, which is one of the 3 major Rakan of Japan. It has approximately 540 stone Buddhas that precisely express human emotions. Many of Kitain's historical buildings which related to Edo Castle are recognized as important cultural assets. This temple looks very beautiful during the springtime. Number 3. Narita-san. This temple is located a short distance from Kitain and was found by a farmer Teruon Ishikawa at the end of the Edo period. He lost his eyesight and tried to commit suicide. He was unsuccessful 3 times. Therefore, after the 3rd attempt, he believed it was sign from the god and became a priest, and surprisingly regained his eyesight. Number 4. Hikawa Shrine. Undoubtedly, one of the most interesting and very ancient shrine in Kawagoe is our next destination. It is said that the Kawagoe Hikawa Shrine was built about 1500 years ago during the Kofun period. Basically, 5 pillars of gods are enshrined at this shrine. However, the interesting thing is that the 5 deities worshipped in this temple are actually a family, and there are 2 married couples who are worshipped as god of family harmony and god of marriage. That is why many couples are seen getting married in this temple every year. If you are lucky, you might as well get to see a bride wearing a shiromuku, which is a wedding white kimono. Every day many worshippers come here to pray for good luck, love and happiness for their family and married life. In addition to prayer, there are other interesting things like fishing for luck. You know that fish is very much associated with Japanese culture and daily life. So this omikuji fortune telling is quite interesting because in this case you have to catch a Thai fish from this cute little pond-like basket filled with red and pink Thai fishes. There would be a folded paper inside the fish which will predict your luck. With 300 yen, I also took this opportunity. Frankly speaking, I was less interested in trying my luck, but I just wanted to capture one bright red fish for me. The Shingashi River flows behind the shrine, which looks very beautiful in spring. Those who come to visit Kawagoe at that time, don't miss it. Number 5. Kurazukuri Street. Well, this time we are going straight to the place that would definitely give you a feel like you are back in Edo period Japan. Now we walk down this warehouse district known as Kurazukuri, where you can see lined up old 2-story clay walled warehouses, once which was a major transportation and commerce hub. For a moment, you may forget about hustle and bustle around you. If you notice, there are no electric lines around the houses to hold that old feel. In most places in Japan, houses are made of wood, which is more likely to catch fire. But houses made of this type of mud are rarely seen because of the high expense to build them. However, it is understood that these merchants who were quite successful in trade at that time were able to build such houses. At present, most of the houses have been converted into souvenir shops or restaurants and are running their business successfully. Number 6. Toki no Kane. Just a short distance away, you will see Kawagoe's famous bell tower or Toki no Kane, which still tells the story of the old town of ko-edo. Toki no Kane, a symbol of Kawagoe, is a clock tower that rises above the streets lined with historical Kura-style buildings that have been familiar with the public since the beginning of the Edo period. In this alley, we found this old Edo-style Starbucks. Thinking about a small coffee break, we went inside. So, let's see what it looked like from the inside. I like this place a lot, though we didn't sit inside because the open space in the backyard was so much more attractive. Number 7. Penny Candy Alley. This time we will go to Penny Candy Alley, adjacent to Warehouse District, which gave me a feel like Diagon Alley of Harry Potter's story. You can easily miss this tucked away little alley if you don't know the proper location. Kashiya Yokocho or Penny Candy Alley has been manufacturing sweets since the beginning of the Meiji era. It began to manufacture and supply sweets in places of Tokyo, which was damaged by the Great Kanto earthquake, and it is said that about 70 vendors were lined up in the early Showa period. Currently, there are more than 20 stores in a row. You will find variety of tempting candies here. Not only the children but also the adults are fan of it. In addition to this, there are the Taisho Roman Street, Honmaru Goten, City Museum and some other beautiful shrines that can be visited if you have time. Among them, we were able to go to the Gyodenji Temple, which is a small but beautiful and calm place to refresh your mood. And went to Honmaru Goten, which is the only surviving building of the former Kawagoe castle. It used to serve as the lord's residence and office. During the Edo period in 1848, Honmaru Goten was built by Matsudaira Naritsune. It is basically a symbol of the Kawagoe feudal domain. Now visitors can see old days construction of the palace and some dolls that represent the feudal lord sitting in the waiting room and discussing something. Unfortunately, it was closed, so we couldn't able to show anything inside. There are many more places to visit, but I try to highlight the ones that are much more popular. I hope you get some idea from it and you like it. Don't forget to share your views in the comment section and like and share this video with your friends and family. And if you yet not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe Boho Travelog.